Starting in a lotus pose, let's close our eyes and connect with the breath, breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the nose. We always breathe in light and exhale heavy. Take your one ear down towards your shoulder and do a half circle with your chin coming to your chest. Let's work all those tired muscles, stretching out the neck, and if there's any area that needs extra work, feel free to spend a little bit of extra time here. Bring your face back up to neutral. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach your arms up as you bring one arm behind the back into a slight rotation. Grow up out of those hips and inhale back. Exhale over to the other side. Inhale back, and as you exhale, fold over those legs. Hold for your inhale, and on your next exhale, roll the spine up, really stretching out those muscles. And let's do that again. Place one hand down onto the ground as you take your top arm up and over. Really feel that stretch. And as you go over to the other side, always remember to extend the arms to the furthest point that they can reach. Bring those knees together and then open them slightly wider than the hips as we lower the knees over to one side. So this is really stretching out the hip area in a position that we don't usually do. So it should really feel a stretch in the groin area. Lovely. Just bring those knees together and come over onto all fours. So always remember to have your hands under your shoulders, knees under hips, and always hold the abs and the ribs in so that we don't sink into the back. As we inhale, lift the chest, push the bottom out, and exhale into your cat pose, really rounding that spine and getting into the mobilization of the spine. Continue to work with your breath through your cat and cow, doing what feels good for your body. And come into a neutral spine. Excellent. Release that right leg to the back, aiming to get it in line with your head and your torso. If you can, lift that left arm up, and on your exhale, reach both arm and leg out. Inhale, bring it all back to center. So really work at keeping the body still here so that all the movement is only happening in the arm and the leg. Let's do that one more time. And exhale, bring it back. You're going to bring your hand down to the ground and bend that knee and step it all the way forward between the two hands. Now you can keep your hands down on the ground, but if you feel you can, bring them up overhead into a balance. And exhale, open those arms, hands onto the floor as you bring that knee back, and then make sure the hands and the knees are under the relative joints. Extend that left leg, and if you can, extend the right arm forward, reaching both arm and leg in opposite direction. Exhale, open out to the side, and inhale, bring it all back. Exhale, open. Inhale back. Remember to hold those ribs. Don't let the spine drop at all. Good. Place that hand back down onto the ground and step your left knee between the hands. Again, we're coming into the balance, so remember you can always keep those hands down on the ground if you need to. And then exhale, open those arms, hands to the floor, and come back onto all fours. Tuck your toes under and push up into your first downward facing dog. As always, focus on straightening out your lower spine. The legs are not as important at this point, so just gently push one heel down, really lifting the other hip as much as possible. That should be your other heel, so that you can feel that stretch in the feet as well as the back of the legs. Good. Lift both heels and push forward into your plank pose. Lower your knees, and as you exhale, you're going to lower the body, come halfway, and then all the way down. Inhale into your mini cobra, and then push up onto all fours. Again, bring those hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, reach that right arm, and then thread the needle, bringing the head and the shoulder down onto the ground, into that rotation, and allow yourself to experience and enjoy that stretch. Inhale, reach up that right arm and lower to the ground. We're going to go with the other arm, left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, thread the needle. And on your next inhale, reach that left arm up and bring it down to the ground. Good. Tuck those toes under, back into your downward facing dog. Pull those shoulders away from the ears. Lift up the heels. Push them down. One more time. Lift up the heels and push them down. Now lift up that right leg. Bend the knee, and you're going to step it all the way forward between the two hands, making sure that your heel is underneath the knee. Lower that back knee. Right hand comes to your right knee as you rotate through the spine, taking the eye line back and up. Right hand comes to the ground as you rock the hips back into your sitting splits and then push back into your long lunge. Good. Continue. And you've got one more. Good. We're going to come up into a balance, so use that front leg to support you, or you can bring your arms directly up overhead and down to the chest. Inhale, reach those arms, grab hold of them behind your back, and if you can, lift up the chest and take the eye line back. That is optional, of course. Bring those hands down to the ground, tuck the toe under at the back, and then step that right leg to the back. Lower your knees. Exhale through chaturanga. So that was a different form of chaturanga, and you can choose which one feels better for you at this stage. Come up into your downward facing dog, and on your next inhale, lift up those heels, and exhale, push them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift that left leg to the back, and exhale, step it all the way through to bring your foot between your hands. Again, you're going to drop that back knee, bring the left hand to the knee, and then take that rotation. Eye line is up, and you're still pushing forward into that front leg. Rock the hips back, lift the chest towards the toes, and then push back. You're going to do two more. Good. Come up into that balance again. Feel free to use your front knee to support you. Come into that balance, and if you would like to take it to the next level, extend the arms behind your back, reach for the back of the knee as you lift the chest and eye line up to the sky. Bring those arms up overhead, hands to floor, tuck the toe under, and then come back into your plank. You're going to work your way through chaturanga with straight knees. Feel free to bend the knees if you need to. Cobra or upward facing dog, and with your exhale, downward facing dog. Excellent. Lift up that right leg with your inhale. Exhale, step forward between the two hands. Remember, you can drop the back knee if you wish to, otherwise rotate. And if you would like to extend that right arm up to the sky and take the eye line up, you may do so. Place the hand down on the ground as you rock those hips back, reach the chest for the toes, and then push forward into that front leg. Remember, do not allow that knee to go past your toe. So when the knee is bent, the knee should be directly above your heel. One more stretch and come back. Good. Again, drop that back knee if you need to as we come up into a nice balance here. Open those arms into cactus. If you can, take your eye line and your chest up towards the sky. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor and step that foot all the way to the back. Now you can lift that leg up if you would like to. Lower through chaturanga, up into your cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Remember, only do what feels good for your body. Inhale, lift that left leg, and exhale, step that foot all the way forward. Your option is to drop that back knee to the floor as you rotate and extend your left arm up to the sky, which is also an option. Straighten that front leg as you reach your chest for the toes and push back down. Keep checking that your knee is not going over your toes. And one more. Excellent. We're coming into our balance now. So again, you can drop your knee. You can also use that front knee to help you come up. Come up into your cactus and then lift the chest and the eye line up if you wish. Inhale, reach those arms and place them down onto the ground. As you step that left leg back, remember you can place that foot down onto the ground and push up into your downward facing dog. Good. Lift those heels, bend the knees. Cross the ankles over and then roll over to bring the legs out in front of you. Take an inhale, reaching up and over the legs. You can grab the legs wherever feels comfortable for you. And we're just relaxing into the stretch, allowing it to happen. And then roll up again. Reach those arms. Exhale, rotate the body as you take your left hand to the outside of your right leg and you reach that left shoulder towards your right knee. Inhale up and let's go over to the other side. Inhale up and exhale, hands to heart. Good. Move forward if you need to, so that there's space to lie down later. Bring those knees into the chest and we're coming into a balance. So if you need to hold the knees here, you may do so and just hold the balance. But if you would like to take it to this next stage, we're coming into that balance with straight legs, making a V shape with the body. Keep that belly button in towards the spine and make sure you are breathing and not holding your breath. Now roll down to the ground. Reach those arms around your legs and pull in the knees. We're coming into happy baby, so you can either grab the outside of the foot or with your index and middle finger grab the big toe. Personally, I like to rock side to side here, so you can do so or you can just stay still. You can extend the legs, maybe one leg at a time or two together. So this is a moment for you to really do what feels good for your body, exploring the muscles and exploring the different positions. With your next exhale, bend those knees into the chest, give them a tight squeeze, and then take them over to one side of the body, arms in the opposite direction. Now, if you would like a deeper stretch here, you may extend that top leg and perhaps lightly place your hand on that leg. Exhale, bring those knees up and over to the other side. And once again, if you want to extend that top leg, that is your option there. Excellent. Bring those knees into the chest. And then extend the arms and the legs in opposite directions. Reach those arms and legs to the furthest point. You want to spread your fingers, spread your toes, perhaps open your eyes and your mouth as wide as possible. As you exhale, bring those arms down to your side. Get comfortable. Now you can join me for Shavasana in the next video, or perhaps just take a moment to lie there peacefully. Thank you for joining me with your practice. Namaste.